just as I was rounding out the Karate Kid films, I think Netflix, either they changed their way they're ranking movies, trying to make you think everything's good by giving it insane star ratings, or it thought I was super interested in karate and started anything with karate or the like in the title just gives me 5-star recommendation now. And newly added to the list was Jean-Claude Van Damme's Bloodsport. I believe this is his first leading role, like his first role as the main role. I've heard people say he had a leading role in No Surrender, whatever. Hardly. It's almost a glorified cameo. Anyhow, this is more like a real martial arts film. This is actually a terrible movie on the whole, because on the whole you have to take into account the backstory sequences. Frank Duke's learning from the Asian dude, all this stuff. Terrible acting, voice doesn't even match the body of the kid, or none of this stuff. Like, nothing's working out at all. Van Damme's terrible when he's talking too. Maybe he was fresh to English. He got a lot better in his career, but he started out bad here. Had numerous Razzie nominations. I think Worst Picture, Worst New Star. I think Van Damme might have even won Worst New Star for that matter. And I can't outright blame them for that because, you know, he's not used to the camera, certainly. So, Frank Dukes runs away from the Air Force, fights in Kumite, an underground martial arts tournament. Deadly one for that matter. I don't know if you can hear me with the damn plane flying overhead. So, that's a little unsuspected. I thought that thing was going to crash into me. I have quite the GoPro video. So, Forrest Whitaker and an old guy are chasing him in Hong Kong. He runs into Ray Jackson, played by Donald Gibb. I really like Ray Jackson here because he's not even a martial artist. He's just this big, good old boy whooping ass in martial arts. And I was thinking, you know, wouldn't it be cool to have a movie where there was a character who's just beats up martial artists using American fighting techniques of like bare knuckle brawling and alligator wrestling. And thus far, Ray Jackson is as close as that dream has come. So, for whatever reason, they just kind of bond over a karate game at the arcade, and now they're like brothers for life. And it's not amazing stuff. It's not that touching, but I kind of like it. I like the dim mock, the death touch. Frank Dukes has to prove that he's of this clan. He's got this Sadoshi. I don't even know what the hell I'm saying here. He says pick a brick. Ray Jackson's like, find the top one. They're like, no, bottom one. Then everybody gathers around. The air kind of goes out of the room, and there's all this tension. The music gets all creepy. I like it. I really like this scene. And he smashes the bottom brick, and the rest of them are safe. And it's like, whoa, you're amazing. Okay, he passes. They fight in the Kumite. There's this dude, Chong Li, played by Bolo Young. He looks like business. I mean, anybody in this tournament looks like they could murder Daniel LaRusso. And Chong Li could kill him in one punch or just staring at him. I mean, this guy's frightening. He has 2 lines in the whole movie. You're next. And I don't know what. I'm gonna kill you or something. Anyways, he actually murders people during the tournament. It's fairly intense. I guess from a martial arts perspective, it's no Jackie Chan movie. The fighting's not real fast. There's a whole lot of slow motion. But it looks good. It's well framed. And even slowed down and everything, I kind of believe that these guys are capable of stuff they're doing. You see a lot of cool moves out of Jean-Claude Van Damme. He frequently does the splits. I guess this probably starts the prototypical Van Damme ass shot. So like, you're always going to get one of those in a Van Damme movie. Numerous splits, helicopter kicks, fighting while blinded stuff. I mean, it all works out. In fact, this movie could have been, it's fairly short, but it could have been trimmed down even more, just elaborated more on the fights, and just took place strictly during the Kumite. And if Forrest Whitaker and the other guy, they could just kind of show up and explain why they're there to arrest him. And you know that this guy was fleeing but you wouldn't know why. And then once they're on the scene and talk to his girlfriend reporter, they explained that he ran from the U.S. Army. It would have been much more suspenseful and really cut out a lot of the fat, a lot of the worst parts. Like, a fan edit of this movie could actually be pretty watchable. Regardless, I really like seeing Van Damme in this. This is one of his best movies. Quality martial arts of the day. No CGI. No wire shots. I give Bloodsport 2.5 out of 4 stars.